Hey guys, Luna here, and welcome back to Arcadia's Fallen. Last we left off, we've been doing our best to try and create some words for our dear friend, and also do a whole bunch of potion challenges, and managed to actually complete all of them. And I just checked the extras, and we apparently now have access to a flower crown for our main character. So I think I'll try it on for a little bit. Oh, that is a door. I love that. Oh, and there's a little check mark to show, hey, you got it all. I love that. Do I have anything else left here?
Welcome back.
I'll be gone.
I'll be off very well.
To the flower shop. Go check on Anne, I guess. You find Anne hiding away inside her lab, her eyes focused intently on some welding work she's doing. It takes you a moment to realize that the sparks melting the metal aren't coming from some sort of tool, but rather from Anne's hands themselves. She has scars. You've never noticed them before, but in the bright light it's easy to make outlines of thick, gnarled scars running up her forearms. The light dims and Anne pushes up her welding glasses, finally spotting you.
You? What are you doing here? I didn't call for you, did I?
What are you working on?
Hi.
What are you working on today? Same thing I'm always working on. Now tell me, why are you really here? You and Quinn?
So...
Are you sure you and Quinn are gonna be okay? I'm sorry I didn't mean to pry, but I accidentally overheard you two earlier, so... We'll be fine. It's not the first time we disagreed on this, and it probably won't be the last. We'll apologize later, eat a bunch of cookies, like friends do. So, how's the dragon sword coming along?
I wonder...
Actually...
I'm still testing out the material. It reacts very differently to my tools compared to other metals. So far, using magic is the only way to manipulate it. I'll get back to you when I'm ready to start combining this with this spirit locket. Your scars.
So...
What happened to your arms? My what? Anne blinks and looks down, realizing she isn't wearing her gloves, and then sighs. You're talking about the scars. I didn't mean to pry.
Sorry.
I didn't mean to pry into your personal affairs. It's alright, I can understand why you'd be curious.
So...
Remember when I told you my relationship with my family is complicated? This would be the reason. She taps her hands. With my powers manifested as a child, my parents did not take it well.
That's not all.
My family's from a long, noble line of government officials in the Troas, and my father is the current paragon of the Western capital. Does that make you a princess?
So...
Does that mean I should call you Your Highness?
No.
Please don't. The paragon of Edros is elected once every 7 years from a highly competitive group of noble families. My father was in the midst of his bid for the election when my condition manifested. I'm sure your family was thrilled.
About that...
Because it definitely does seem like something that I'd be excited about. I'm being sarcastic, if you can't tell. Hardly.
Actually...
Arcadia is a bit special when it comes to politics surrounding magic. Unlike the northern capital, which has always been strictly anti-magic, or the central capital, which has always been pro-magic, Arcadia has changed position a lot depending on which paragon is elected. This means we've had a lot of say in how magic is regulated.
So...
My father is on the pro-magic side, and he was running against an anti-magic official who had the seat for several terms. If it had come out that his daughter was a mage, the opposition could have made the claim that my father was acting due to personal bias and would potentially have ruined the campaign. At least that was the reasoning for keeping my powers a secret. How surprising. What? A lawmaker decided to break the law when it was convenient for him? How shocking.
So,
That's the least surprising part of this story, I agree. But that's politics for you. My father believed that the slight discomfort for me would be worth it. And it wasn't much of a change for me, really, staying inside at first.
that's not all.
I don't know if it was the stress of the campaign or some sort of material instinct kicking in, but my mother got obsessed with the idea of curing me of magic. It would be the perfect solution, after all. Get rid of the political problem without having to send her only daughter off to a strange school she knew nothing about.
So,
It started out innocently enough. She started off with buying wards that were supposed to keep my magic away from your home.
although,
But soon she was spending all of her money hiring different experts who suppress my abilities. They did all sorts of experiments to try and remove the magic from me, which, I'm going to say this now, I am so sorry for those who might be sensitive to this kind of topic and all that. I remember, you can probably skip 2 or 3 minutes ahead to skip past this conversation if you don't want to. Try and remove the magic from me, but it was all complete theater. They were nothing but a bunch of quacks preying on a desperate woman, after all. That's how I got the scars. What happened then?
Are you okay?
Well, the experiments obviously didn't work.
so,
When my father eventually elected and returned home to discover what my mother had done, things exploded. He tried to salvage the situation, but before he got a chance to cover things up again, I was saved. Demon hunters had been investigating my family for other reasons, and stumbled upon my parents' dirty secret. The political scandal that followed was disastrous, I heard, but was thankfully spared from all that. The hunters took me from a place into the academy, my one-year own. That explains a lot.
Actually,
Especially your awareness of the outside world.
that's not all.
I want nothing to do with it. If my parents had just been some fairy tale villains who hurt me out of malice, it would have been much easier to dismiss my experience as an outlier. But it is the system that allowed this that I cannot forgive.
Can't believe this.
I was mad at the world for treating people like me like we're monsters to be feared. I resented my parents for their fear, their ignorance to actually trust some crooked loony over the medical professionals I knew they had access to. And I hated that man, that expert who was just a glorified salesman living on the fears of desperation, selling cures and solutions with lies and deceits. I never wanted to return to that place, to that world.
So,
That's why Quinn and I can never seem to agree on this. They want to believe there is good in everyone. I know that everyone has a potential to act like a monster.
just,
Life at the academy is so much simpler. There's nothing in the political theater, just experts, real experts, pouring their hearts into the pursuit of new knowledge, teaching people to be critical, to be curious, to never stop asking questions. The outside world will never come close to that. You deserve to have peace.
about that.
Can't say I agree, but you're the only one who gets to decide how you want to live with your life. I'm sorry for all the things that happened to you. No one deserves to go through all that.
that's new.
Thank you, Luna's, for understanding. I just want you to be happy, wherever you might end up. Thank you. Believe it or not, but I wish for the best for you as well. I don't think I'd ever connect with anyone besides Quinn this way, but here we are. You're a good friend, Lunas. I honestly didn't expect to find that out here.
That's new.
I think things out here might not be as bad as I imagined. I still have my dream, though, and to make that a reality, we have a demon prison to fix. So let's do our best so we both can get what we want, okay?
Anne, how's the work on the locket coming along?
I'm making good progress. Now that we know the true purpose of this spirit alchemy, it's making my work a lot easier.
Somehow I doubt that, but it's good to know you're feeling optimistic. No,
Something on your mind?
I was just realizing. If things were different, you'd make for quite the demon hunter, Anne.
Oh, please. Mages can't be hunters. You know that.
What if they could? Would you want to become one?
That's an interesting question. Had you asked me years ago, I might have jumped at the opportunity. They saved me after all.
But
I'm starting to realize that the hunters didn't save me. They put me on the right path, for sure, and I will always be grateful. But I'm the one who saved me. I picked myself up and got this far, and I'll be the one making my dreams come true.
I am glad to hear it. I'm sure you'll succeed.
Well, obviously. I am a genius, after all.
It's honestly really sweet.
Welcome back.
What can I do for you? Ready for me to put up the words?
I'm ready.
I have the words from Elizabeth. Let's prepare our trap for Ronan.
How lovely.
Are you sure? If you're sure, I'll let everyone know we're ready. Make sure you visited everyone you wanted to do before proceeding. I'm ready to lay trap.
This is it.
Let's call everyone. Let's do it then. As the sun goes down, you gather at Quinn's shop to set up the wards you and Elizabeth made. Victoria is pacing near the door, and even Michael has the good sense to leave her be. It's been quite a while without Ronan making another move, and it's driving the former demon hunter nuts. Quinn is taking it in their stride, however. Looking delighted to have so many guests, they've been filtering around, serving tea, and now engage in a deep discussion with Caden on the floor around in the southern mountains. Finish setting up the ward just as Mime creeps in through the door, the bell giving her away.
How curious.
You were cutting it in there close, Mime. A few more minutes and you would have been trapped on the wrong side of the ward.
Sorry. I didn't mean to be late.
Where have you been? I haven't seen you around for a while. Oh, I was hardly gone. I just poked my head out for a spell.
What now?
You've been disappearing an awful lot lately. I decided to put some trust in you, given everything that's happened. I hope that was not misplaced.
Come on.
Of course not. I'm not doing anything wrong. I've been keeping a lookout for Kim. I haven't seen him at all since Luna's eye ran into him. I've been looking all around town, but with no luck. So I'm kind of worried. That aside, we have to stay focused.
About that.
I get that it's a bit worrying, but we need you to help protect Quinn. We gotta stay focused on the task first, alright? Right, I know that, sorry.
You see...
He's just really nice and I don't want anything bad to happen to him. I know we haven't actually talked much, but I just get this feeling from him. It's a bit difficult to explain, but his smell smells kind of like home.
Really?
Oh? Quinn has stopped pouring tea and is giving Mime an odd look. Yes, I know how that sounds, but he reminds me of the forest, of tall trees and grass and wildflowers.
That's new.
Is something the matter, Quinn? Anne looks with concern at her friend and Quinn hums.
How curious.
It's just that... I talked with Luminous about this earlier. Nature's mages like myself are often those vulnerable to spirits. They seek out unprovoked. They seek us unprovoked because the magic we use appeals to them. We feel like nature, so to say.
Really?
Yeah, I guess you do give off a very similar feel, Quinn. I just always assumed there's a shop that smelled like this. Huh? What do you know?
Mime, I think you're missing a detail here.
Huh?
He's a nature mage. Kim's a mage.
I can't believe this. Whoa!
Yes? Wait, so that's why he was able to see me in the woods when we were looking for lilies. Makes total sense.
Ugh!
What? Why didn't you say anything?
Yikes!
I just assumed I messed up my spell or something. This is bad. If Ron is aware of this, it's likely Quinn wasn't the target at all. Hear the bell of the door. You whip around to see the Hardy of Goldner as he confidently shows inside.
Good evening. How fortunate that you are all gathered here together. I have something important to discuss with you all.
Of course. Can this wait?
About that.
We're in the middle of something important here.
Ha!
as if I'll be dismissed by such a pathetic excuse.
Disgusting.
I know you're the ones who broke into my home and stole precious documents of mine, and I'm here to get them back.
Oh, yes? You and which army?
Golner merely grins. Shapes appear in the darkness behind him, lining up outside the door. Thieves!
Burn it down!
You'll pay!
Alethra's mercy.
Well, they don't sound happy.
Oh, really?
An angry mob. Brilliant. The yelling continues and Golner strokes his beard with a chuckle. It seems a nasty rumor has spread among my workers after the unfortunate break-in. The thieves walked off with not only my personal belongings, but also their precious salary for next month. Needless to say, they are not thrilled.
Interesting.
I believe what you meant to say is that you've been feeding your workers lies and now using their anger as a weapon.
Pathetic.
I never lied to them. I have simply seen no need to correct their perception of the situation. Why should I uphold your reputation when you're the ones who have wronged me? If the slight were to be corrected, however, I might be inclined to step outside and clear up this misunderstanding.
So,
Are you
you're threatening us?
Oh, this shall be good.
Nothing of the sort. I'm simply a businessman trying to strike a deal. You don't know what's at stake.
So,
I don't think you're understanding what's at stake here. We're all in grave danger and we really don't have time for this.
Oh, really now?
I'm not falling for such a petty trick. If that is your decision, then I guess I'll be going. I wish you all a lovely evening. With a mock bow, he strides back towards the door. Mime suddenly tenses behind you, grabbing the back of your shirt. Something's wrong. Something's outside. Golner opens the door, walking out with a confident gait, right up until a fist connects with his gut and he's thrown back with a yell onto the floor of the flower shop floor.
What in the world?
Tall man steps to the door, eyes wide with unnatural rage. Kill the mages. Everyone get ready.
we have to help.
Come help me with the words, Michael. Victoria at the door.
Got it.
Already on it. Victoria steps over the writhing and whimpering form of Golner to push the frenzied human back. Caden rushes in to help slam the door shut and hold it as fists start pounding against the wood. Now! You and Michael make quick work of the remaining wards, the spell flying to life with crackling blue energy. It bends and bounces like a great soft bubble around the shop, and the fists and stone hammering away on the outside repel with a soft bounce.
Well, isn't this neat?
That should keep them out, though it will also keep us in with that guy. You all stare at Golner, who's slowly recovering from his fall, wheezing and spitting angrily.
What? That imbecile punched me. When I'm done with him.
He pauses, realizing with a bit of delay that you're all staring at him with varying degrees of exasperation and amusement. Well, well, well. How the mighty have fallen.
This.
How dare you? What in the world is going on?
Enough.
What happened is that your selfish lies have made your workers prime targets for demons to latch onto. Now they're following its will until we can stop it. Golner's face scrunched up into a sneer as he points a finger at Caden's chest.
Disgusting.
I knew you were helping this outlandish scum. Wait until I tell everyone what you've been hiding.
Oh, this'll be good.
Bold of you to assume you'll be leaving this place with a tongue to speak with. Golner's face pale.
Hey!
You!
Enough of this.
We have much more pressing matters to deal with here.
Fascinating.
The wards seem to be holding up. We should be safe as long as we stay in here. But what about Kin?
Oh, hold on.
If Mime's right, then he might be a target as well.
By the gods.
Could it be this was his real plan all along? To make us barricade ourselves in here while he goes after his true target? The mine workers continue their frenzy onslaught on the barrier.
It is awfully convenient that they would show up here for the demon to possess, isn't it? What do you say, Weasel Man? How did you learn about us being here tonight?
None of your business.
Alethra's mercy.
That figures.
You know,
If we could just find this demon in charge of these people, we could just leave and search for Roman.
Maybe, but...
I I can sense it somewhere outside beyond the angry people.
I can't believe this.
So we're stuck.
Perhaps.
But not without options.
But we're not without options.
What now?
Actually,
If we can't leave my shop to find the demon, perhaps we can lure it inside here with us? Tell me more.
what do you mean?
Sounds like an idea. What do you think?
Another thing.
If we release the wards, those friendly people will barge in here. No doubt the demon would use the chaos to target someone in here, most likely me. We simply have to be ready to catch
Absolutely not.
Gwen, I'm not allowing you to use yourself as bait.
Do you have a better plan?
Look,
If I may cut in, it might not necessarily be necessary to use Quinn as bait. A nature mage, of course, is very attracted to them, but there's one thing they like even more.
What?
huh?
What do you mean, hates? All eyes turn to Gunnar, who's still fuming, holding his bruised chin.
He's never going to agree to that.
He doesn't have to.
Michael, I swear.
Are you insane? No matter our own personal grudges with the man, he's still a civilian. We can't use him like that. Quinn is at least consenting to this mad plan. I would rather use Gunnar as base.
I wonder.
So how would you go about making Gunnar the base? That's fairly simple. You just have to make him mad.
Now,
What are you talking about?
listen.
Sorry for what I'm about to do. You let her keep saying. Your own people turned against you. How pathetic. Your own people turned against you this easily. Seems like they're never loyal to you to begin with. You?
Oh,
What would you
really now?
What would you know? Loyalty, bah. These boots only follow where the money goes. I expect no loyalty from them. And no one likes you.
Give me a break!
No one in town likes you. They're just pretending in order to appease you. Think I don't know that? I couldn't care less about what these... my brain's like, couldn't care less? Is that the right term? And I'm like, yeah, that is the right term. Couldn't care less about what these peasants think of me. Belonging much grander company. You'll never gain the respect of the nobility. Nobles in a dress are never going to accept you. You may just pretend to be a noble, but to them, you'll always be just another country idiot just like the rest of us.
Now,
No, I'm not like
listen here.
No, I'm not like you. I'm nothing like you, filth. You know nothing about me, stupid girl. I don't know what pretty trick you're trying to pull with these insults, but clearly it's not working. Oh no. On the other side of the shop, Quinn watches in horror as a hulking dark form takes shape before them. Good evening, mage.
Oh my!
Stay away from me. Now, why would I do that now that you made yourself such an easy target?
Absolutely not.
Oh, no, you won't. Anne throws herself in front of Quinn, and her lightning magic makes the demon flinch back.
I can't believe this.
You get one chance to fix your stupid mistake of yours, or I swear my next experiment will be your last.
Yikes!
That doesn't sound good. Let's fix this, yeah? Okay. Counterclockwise. Counterclockwise. The demon lets out a piercing scream as it sucks into the locket. The frenzied mineworkers stumble as the curse lifts. The shots are replaced by confused murmurs.
Oh my!
That was a bit too close for comfort.
Alethra's mercy.
You don't say. Michael, next time you get a genius idea like this, then do us all a favor and just don't. My apologies. I guess I miscalculated just how good our dear friend alchemist would be at riling up the old man.
By the way...
Speaking of which, it appears has the dangerous past, yes, which means it's probably time for you and your people to return home. The shop is closed.
Huh?
Did we break in? What happens? The townsfolk are looking around. The confusion slowly turns panic.
What the?
I shouldn't be here. Molly will kill me. We should go. They rush out the door. Gunnar summers after them, flustered.
Why, you?
Wait, you cowards, we're not done here.
This ends here.
Oh, I think we are. Victoria draws the sword and points it at Gunnar's neck.
Tell me.
Tell us what Ronan is.
Hey!
I don't know what you're talking about. Get that thing out of my face. Yelps when Victoria presses it closer, and Michael chuckles from behind. Speaking from experience, Mercer, you don't want to push your luck with this one.
Look,
The man you told about our location, where is he?
ah!
Why should I help you? One word. Sword.
You.
Have a sword to your throat. I suggest you speak.
Why, you?
Are you threatening me? Or it certainly seemed that way. Now the question is, are you willing to test the knight's patience? Golnar grits his teeth.
Pathetic.
Fine.
Let's see.
The man approached me at the town square about an hour ago. He told me about your little meetup here in the flower shop and then left. He was sitting out toward the woods, but I don't know where precisely. The woods an hour ago? He could be anywhere by now. That sounds to me like a you problem.
You.
Arrogant piece of...
Enough.
You can go ahead and leave now, Golnar.
We're done here.
Oh, I intend to. Victoria steps out of the way as the mine owner storms toward the exit, pushing in the doorway to sneer. You'll regret this. And he leaves.
Well, isn't this neat?
Such a pleasant guy.
Well,
Well, we did sort of threaten him with the swords.
How curious.
Details, mime, details. We should go.
we've gotta go.
I know what Ronan has been up to while we've been... Who knows what Ronan's been up to while we've been stuck in here? Kim,
Time to go.
come on. We know where we're heading. We shouldn't delay any further.
So,
What about Quinn, though? The wards are broken, so there's nothing here to protect the shop.
Actually,
I'll come with you. Come again? You don't have time to be worrying about wards now. You should be stick together until this is under control. Don't worry, I won't slow you down.
really?
Are you really sure, Quinn? This might get dangerous.
Actually,
I just faced down a demon leading a frenzy mob. I think I'll manage.
Got it.
Let's go then. Y'all rushed through the town in a race against time. The forest towers above you, the blackened tree trunks like a silent pillar judging you as you hurry onwards.
this way! I can sense him this way!
Mime is looking particularly frantic, running ahead of the group until you make it into the clearing.
Please stop this, Ronan.
The demon wearing Ronan's skin has a little brother cornered, the young boy looking distraught.
Don't be like that. Dear brother, I just told you I need your help. You wouldn't refuse to help your big brother, would you?
I know you're not really my brother. You're just some bad spirit who's controlling him. I won't do anything you say. I will never help someone who hurt my brother like this.
Little pest. Then I guess we'll just have to do this by force.
Ronan holds up the locket and it glows ominously, shooting at a beam much like when you seal away demons. Kim screams when it hits him.
Brother! Someone, please help!
You can do this. You step forward without hesitation and bring up the spirit locket up. Glancing down at Mime, you grin.
This is it.
You got this. And then you move. Lunas. You draw the power of the locket and throw yourself between the brothers.
You!
Lunas. Banish the demon. Clockwise. The beam from your lockets connect and rebound off each other. Kim is released from the spell and falls back with a scream. You lock eyes with Ronan and then everything turns white. You gain consciousness in the floating space of the in-between where you once met Mime. Dead? No one answers. You can't see anyone in this space, but then comes the sound of crying. You wander, not knowing where your feet are taking you or if you're even walking. You see a small child crumpled up and hiding their face, their small body shaking with sobs. Your eyes widen when you realize horns are spreading from their head, and the dark leathery fabric wrapped around them isn't a cape but wings. You reach out toward them, but you never touch. You wake up to someone shaking you.
Wake up! Wake up!
You open your eyes and find Kanan looking down at you, his face drawn tight with worry.
You're awake. Thank the... How are you feeling? Can you move?
You know what?
I don't think so. I think you'll have to carry me, tall guy.
You and probably everyone around you noticed Caden's hue turned a few shades warmer in his scowls.
Don't make light of the situation. You just collapsed. I thought that...
He trails off and ruffles his hair with a frustrated groan.
Just... don't do that again.
You're still out in the clearing. Ronan is gone and the rest of your companions are gathered around you. Is Kim alright? Where's Kim? Is he alright?
About that.
Kim is fine, don't worry.
Fascinating.
Using the lockets against each other seems to have made them rebound, so the spell wasn't completed. We were knocked out cold when the light disappeared. Ronan was gone. So, what do you mean he's gone?
Really?
He just disappeared? For now. I wouldn't count him out on having just vanished for good, but it seems you won this round.
You know...
You should get back to the shop and figure out what to do for me. You still have one more matter to attend to, I'm afraid. Kim appears before you, teary-eyed and scared beyond belief. I'm so sorry, this is all my fault. I'm okay.
About that.
Fine, Kim, I promise. Please don't blame yourself. Kim sniffles, looking up at you with big teary eyes.
Are you sure?
The alchemist is quite stubborn. They won't crack so easily.
Look,
Now that we know Kim's amaze, I have to arrange for him to be transferred to the academy. I might still have some contacts with the demon hunters I can call in.
No!
Kim looks distraught. I can't leave, not now. I still don't know what happened to Ronan. You'll be safe at the academy. This place is obviously dangerous.
But...
He's my brother. I can't just leave him. There's actually an achievement for this. Well, gaining his trust. So... I think... he should be allowed to see this through to the end. He's been helping us this far. He deserves to be here in the end, whatever it may be. It's not that simple.
look.
Now that his powers are manifested, it's just a matter of time before accidents start happening. An untrained mage, especially when they are put in stressful situations, is dangerous. We don't want such complications.
I can train him.
Yeah, Quinn's a nature mage.
Why?
Quinn, what are you talking about?
I have completed the training of a nature mage. I can definitely give Kim here an introduction to the basics.
He's only just awakened to his powers. If I remember right, families usually get a bit of time to get their affairs in order before a child moves to the academy. So we're only bending the rules if we let him stay with me for a few days. I'll take full responsibility, of course.
Tell me.
You are aware of what that means. Obviously. Kim looks up at Quinn, a bit scared.
I don't want you to get in trouble because of me.
Oh, aren't you a darling child? Don't you worry. I know what I'm doing. You look like someone who's had to shoulder a lot at such a young age. It's admirable. But please allow me to be an adult and handle these things for you. You should never have to cope with these things alone.
Aw, how sweet.
Quinn.
Kim starts crying, can't tackles the florist with a hug. I'm honestly glad there. Quinn stumbles, but holds him close, patting his head while gently cooling.
Shh. There. Let it all out.
Victoria looks thoughtful, but then eventually sighs and nods.
3 days. Then... I'm calling in the hunters.
Thank you.
3 days, which is exactly how many chapters we have left. Thank you, Victoria.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Victoria just sighs and looks away. Return for the night, Kim leaving with Quinn. Gained Kim's trust. This is blessed.
I'm done playing nice.
This wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh,
Well,
this shall be good.
Well. Seems like you only need a little bit of assistance.
What?
You. Chapter 5. Respite. And I think this is a perfect time to save. With that that, I hope you guys have a good day, night, week, month of your lives. And may the stars forever guide your path, forever might lead you into the future. Bye-bye, everybody.